Big shout out to the New York Knicks. It's playoff time, baby. Right now, I'm about to salute some of the great players from the Knicks, from the past and the present, restoring the feeling in the city. Let's go, Knicks. Pay close attention.
Break it down.
Julius Randle, respect he deserve it. Last Julius we seen this good was Julius serving. Barrett been on his toes. Give him his flowers while he's alive. Somebody bring Derrick a rose. Carmelo Anthony, that boy had a gift. And JR used to be shooting like he had a Smith. Allen ain't from Houston, but he shot like a rocket. When Anthony brought his mace in, the competition got blinded. Bernard was a king, so was Larry Johnson. John Starks dunked on Jordan in the Garden. Willis read the defense repeatedly. Hat trick, Ewing back you down in the post. That was Patrick. I say Frazier, I ain't talking Joe the boxer. Walt Frazier, the legendary Knickerbocker, Earl of Pearl Monroe. His game was timeless. Stephon Marbury was Coney Island's finest. Amari was a star they admired. Mark Jackson and Oakley was on fire. Think quickly against Sprewell or get choked quick. I got 3 words for you. Let's go, Knicks. Salute William Wesley. What he doing? I like it. Stephen A. Smith predicted it. He's a psychic. We here now. New York never quit. I got 3 words for you. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks.
Playing basketball. Playing basketball. Playing basketball. Basketball.
You know, it's amazing. It's a lot of energy. Just, you know, it's not a normal All-Star weekend, but you definitely feel special being here for sure.
We gonna put on a show for y'all.
In his first All-Star game for the New York Knicks, Julius Randle.
All right, Julius Randle taking on Domantas Sabonis head-to-head.
It was a great experience, you know, just being on the court with everybody. I had a lot of fun, like I said, man. It was an experience I'll never forget, you know, being the first one, and something I look forward to doing, you know, in the future again.
What's up? You have fun?
Yeah.
And shout out to New York, because I know you've been waiting on Randle.
Points was way back on March 4th. He had 20. He's got 18 tonight. Julius Randle spins, turnaround shot, rattles it in, and the foul. That's been his go-to move all season long in the paint.
Randle continue. Previously, Morris souped and hooped the left hand. Randle shakes and bakes. And he's at the...
Clyde, I know you always love getting together in person with your former teammates, but what was it like to join them virtually yesterday?
Yeah, we talked about camaraderie, that bond that you...
Bryant taught him how to get as many shots up as he can before and even after games, and that is often the result.
Williamson had it stripped by Gibson. Here's Quickley dishing off for a Randle slam, and the Knicks lead by 2.
Yeah, we mentioned a job by IQ not creating the foul.
And then Barrett nearly turns it over again, but Randle in perfect position.
Player of the month for games played in April. Here to present the award, please welcome Knicks President Leon Rose, Executive Vice President and Senior Basketball Advisor William Wesley, and Knicks General Manager Scott Perry, and Julius's son, Hayden Randle. With 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game, Julius led the Knicks to an 11-4 record for games played in April. Congratulations, Julius, on receiving the Kia Eastern Conference Player of the Month Award.
I was surprised my dad was most forward.
What do you have there, Dad?
A trophy.
Whose trophy?
My dad's.
Oh. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Stuff are great, but what we're doing as a team is better. Like, that's what I wake up for. That's why I work hard, so I can give y'all my best. So appreciate y'all just entrusting me, believing in me, all that, man. And the most improved is cool, but let's get wins, man. That's all.
Very nice. Well earned. Great job.
Let's go. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Man, that is one of those moments that is absolutely good for the soul. I mean to tell you, Julius Randle, thanks for joining us. I'm going to let these other guys talk hoop with you. I want to talk about Kaiden, and I want to talk about what it felt like when you saw him start walking through that tunnel and out to the floor to hand you that.
It was amazing. Yeah, just to have him, I mean, as a dad, you guys know, just to have my son be able to experience these moments with me, I mean, it's everything that I could ask for. So to have him present that award to me was an amazing feeling for sure.
Julius Shaker, I don't have any questions. One, congratulations. Two, as the president of the Big Man Alliance,
right.
Just want to say, slow down tomorrow, baby. Take your time. You put New York on the map already. You've been there. Take your time. Me and Charles feel you was rushing. We know your passion. We know you wanted it. Take it easy, brother.
Yeah,
take it easy and let the game come to you. That's all I got to say. Bro.
You already know, man. That adrenaline was going. I was hyped. So got that game under our belt, man. I'll be excited. We'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Julius, I got to say something. That game the other night, I know y'all lost the game, but that crowd
was
on fire. That was my first, I can't remember any other game in the last couple of days, obviously, where the crowd was so hyped. What did it feel like when y'all came out?
Man, it was rocking from the beginning, man. As soon as we pulled up to the arena, they was outside, they were cheering, our pregame warm-ups, everything. Like, the energy was crazy. Like, you know, Shaq said slow down. Like, it was hard, man, because, you know, your adrenaline was going so crazy, man. That second half, by the time that second half came, I was done. Like, my energy was crashed. So it was fun, man. I had an amazing time. Even though we lost, man, it was a learning experience. And just to know that we had the energy of the city, the support of the city, and they're cheering us on like that was amazing. So we'll be sure to be ready for the next one. But to answer your question, it was a lot, man. It was fun.
Well, first, congratulations, Julius. You know, I know everybody's proud of you back down at home and down in Kentucky, and Tyler Ralph and all the guys who work out with you, and so I know they're excited for you. But I've met a lot of guys who've won this awards, and I've heard two things, and I wonder where you stand on it. One, it's a great award. We're not taking anything away from it. But as a most improved player, sometimes guys go, no, I'm good. I'm supposed to be here. And then some guys go, no, I kind of moved into this position and I wasn't expected. Where are you when you sit with this award in that thought process?
For me, I take it. I mean, for me, it's definitely it's an honor, just because of how I view the game, in the sense of when the summertime comes, that's really where I have the most fun, because I enjoy the process of getting better. So I always say, you look at the trajectory of my career, like every year I've taken steps forward to get better and improve my game, and that's really what I'm proud of. Like, I never want to feel like I'm staying in the same spot or I'm not getting better. So for me, I think this award just really, you know, embodies who I am as a person, you know, as far as what I put towards the game, my work ethic, just the grind, just the process. So for me, I look at it as, you know, just like I said, it just embodies who I am as a person, as a player.
Well, winning 2 years in a row, then that would be something different.
Exactly. I mean, that's honestly, it's funny you say that, because it's honest. Like, I was thinking that, like, in my thought process, I'm like, this is what I enjoy. Like, I enjoy getting better. I was like, has anybody ever won the award twice? Like that's kind of like how my thinking is, as far as, like, I just want to keep improving. I want to keep making leaps. So, you know, it's funny you say that.
I want to ask you this one. When did it click and you're like, these guys can't stop me? I think in every player, when you're in high school, when you're in college, and now you're in NBA, something happens, you're like, I'm really good. They can't stop me. I just got to play hard, and the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, I think I had moments in my career throughout my career where I definitely felt like that. And you know, a lot of things in the NBA are about opportunity. You know, and I came in the right situation. I wanted this challenge of being in New York. I wanted the opportunity, and then you know, Tibbs did an amazing job of just empowering me as a player and as a leader of this team. And I didn't want to take that for granted. So honestly, from game one this year, my mindset was a lot different, and I just kind of wanted to dominate every night in, night out.
Julius Randle, congratulations, most improved player. Give Kiden our best, will you?
Absolutely, I appreciate you guys.
All right, we appreciate you too.
You gotta love it. You gotta respect what we're doing, man. If you don't love and respect what we're doing, you're not a real true New York Knicks fan.
Bars in the stew for the orange and blue. Put your arms in the roof. I need the garden to move. From the courtside spikes to the 400 heights. You feel the spirit of the Mecca when they darken the lights. This is Knicks set, Knicks set, Knicks set, Knicks set, Knicks set. Here we go. First off, we got Coach of the Year, Tom Thibodeau to make the ghost.
Today.
What's that?
I think we need to talk to the captain of the Salem State Vikings from 40 years ago, who's also the two-time now NBA Coach of the Year, Tom Thibodeau.
And former analyst here at Turner.
Yeah, how about you? Tibbs, congratulations, man. We're happy for you. And when you look at, 10 years ago, you won this for the first time. And now you win it as head coach of the New York Knicks, and we hear a lot about, boy, they bought in. What's the key to getting a new team to buy into what you're selling?
Thank you, Ernie. It's anytime you get an award like this, I'm obviously honored, but it's more a reflection of our group and our organization. And it starts right at the top with Jim Dolan. He provided all the resources that we needed for us to be successful. And then we've got great leadership in our front office with Leon Rose, William Wesley, and Scott Perry. And then I've got an incredible coaching staff, like guys like Johnny Bryant, Kenny Payne, Andy Greer, Darren Ehrman. We have Mike Woodson, Dice Yashimoto, and Aaron Brooks. They're just incredible. But I have to mention our team, all the players that we had. And it started with Julius. He just set a great example for the team. We had the right veterans. We had good young guys. And as we all saw, we've also got an incredible fan base that gives us great support.
Coach Tom Shack here. I think the things that me, you, Kenny, and Chuck have in common is we're all old school. And dealing with the new school cats. Did you have to change your language when speaking to the youngsters?
I think you always have to look at how you're delivering the message, and but it doesn't change all the things that you believe in, what you think goes into winning, and that's the hard work, the discipline, the sacrifice, playing for each other, and that was the best thing about our team. Every day you look forward to seeing them. Sometimes we fell short, but the next day they came back with great determination, and their willingness to play for each other was special.
Well, Coach, let me just say this to you. Number one, Kenny Payne tell you he's underpaid and he needs a raise, first and foremost. Coach, what's the biggest difference for you now than the young coach you used to be?
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is just looking at the league's always changing in terms of style of play. But as I said, the things that go into it are probably the same. And then how you connect with the players. You're getting older, but they're younger. So, and that's why we have great appreciation for, the veterans that we have. I thought we had the right veterans. I think when you look at guys like Derrick Rose, Taj Gibson, Alec Burks, or Reggie Bullock, Alfred Payton, Nerlens Noel, they helped set the tone. And Julius was special. He was our best player from day one. But R.J. Barrett made huge leap this year. And then we got two young guys that just brought great energy every day, and they got better and better each and every day, in Immanuel, Quickley, and Obi Toppin. So, and the whole team from top to bottom, they were special. They were very tight, hardworking, and gave everything they had each and every day.
You know, Coach, you know, you just mentioned a great group of guys that when you got there, they weren't all there. Derrick Rose, Taj, all of those guys. It's a two-part question. What attracted you? You know, you had been to the mountaintop. What attracted you to the Knicks at that time when they didn't have any of that stuff that you just said? And then now going into next year, a lot of those guys are still in the free agency.
Yeah, Kenny, and I think having been here in the 90s with Patrick and Jeff Van Gundy and that group, that was a special time. And I think I have a good understanding what the Knicks mean to the city. And so the thing about Derrick and the people that have been around him, and Taj, the same can be said for him. They're team first guys. When Derrick was the MVP of the league at 22, he was a great teammate. He had great humility. And he's been in a number of big games, but he had also gone through a lot of adversity. So I thought it would be great to have a veteran that had been through things could help set the tone for veteran leadership for the group and how he practiced, how he cared about his teammates. And I thought those guys did that. And they've been in a number of playoff games. They've been in big playoff games. And we had a bunch of guys who had not ever been in a playoff game. So this was the first time that they were able to get experience. And as they say, there's only one way to get experience. You have to get it. And a big part of learning is trial and error. And hopefully we can take the pain of losing and use that as motivation all summer to get ready for next year.
Coach, let me ask you this, kind of a fill-in-the-blank question to wrap things up. You couldn't have gotten to this point, a two-time NBA Coach of the Year, without whom?
Oh, God. There were so many people that helped me along the way. I probably have been the luckiest guy in the world. And, you know, it starts with your parents. My dad was a huge Knicks fan. He went to St. Bonaventure. The coach at St. Bonaventure was Eddie Donovan, who ultimately came to the Knicks. So I grew up as a kid. My Knicks were Willis Reed, Walt Frazier, Dave DeBusschere.
Yep.
And then to be here in the 90s, I grew up in Connecticut. So like all those guys, but then, you know, all the coaches that have been such a big part of my development, you know, and not only the head coaches, but all the assistants and, you know, Jeff Van Gundy, Doc Rivers, Coach K, all those guys, but guys like Ron Adams and Brendan Malone, they've all had great impact, and you learn from everyone you're around, all your experiences, and you try to get better each and every year, and I think that's important.
You have done exactly that. Coach of the Year, 10 years separated from the one in Chicago to the one in New York. Again, we extend our congratulations to you. So well deserved, and thanks a lot for hanging out with us.
Thanks, you guys. Appreciate you having me.
You got it.
Well deserved.
Well, here we go. Here's the first team. Steph Curry and Luka Doncic. The Joker, who's the MVP, Kawhi Leonard, and Giannis. So,
let me see the second team for
I'll be okay. So yeah, so that's your first team. Second team All-NBA, Chris Paul and Damian Lillard, Joel Embiid, Julius Randle,
congrats, Julius.
LeBron James.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I can argue with anything.
I said okay.
Third team.
I think I may have a problem with it.
Third team. Kyrie, Bradley Beal, Rudy Gobert, Jimmy Butler, and Paul George. So how'd we do, Chuck?
I have a question for the panel.
Maybe some other guys.
Okay, here's the only things that I had on my differences from my ballot to what came out. Second team, I had Paul George, and I had Julius Randle, third team. All right? And third team, I had Domantas Sabonis. I didn't have Jimmy Butler, and I had Westbrook over Beal.
Is it?
Just walking in the shoot-around, I was like, wow, this is really the Mecca. First game at the Garden, it was crazy. Obviously, world's most famous arena. And then, you know, just walking in the shoot-around, I was like, wow, this is really the Mecca.
Throws it up for Toppin. Yeah. Beautiful connection, the 2 first-round picks.
Without the fans, I'm not sure exactly what it's like playing with the fans as a Knicks player. Right now, I don't think it's that bad. I feel like we have a lot of guys with a lot of energy, so we feeding off each other. I'm sure it'd be even better with the fans, though.
Quickley from 3 again.
Even when I play in the Garden, play against the Knicks on 2K, it's like, wow, that's really the Garden. So for me to be able to, you know, play there on a regular basis now and in the first game was really dope. It's the same goals that we had in the beginning. It's just to continue to work hard each and every day and just control what we control, which is playing hard each and every night and giving it 110%.
Quickley launches a 3. That's good. Immanuel Quickley from way downtown.
The veterans set a great example each and every day. They work extremely hard. First one's in the gym, last one's to leave, so I try to embody that as well. Alfred, you know, he looks out for me on and off the floor.
Shot's good and one. Alfred Payton attacking the rim.
Showing me things as far as, you know, film, how to be a point guard, how to score and get your teammates involved. So he's been a, you know, a great asset for me.
We here. Yes, sir.
Okay. Toughest thing to adjust to this year has been how many games we played. In a college season, we would have been done a while ago. We'd have won the national championship, but that's neither here nor there. And then just, you know, the day-to-day grind. You know, you finish a game, the next day you got practice or you got to get skill work in, you got a game the next day. So it's definitely been an adjustment for me. Kenny Payne, call him Pops. He's been a great asset as well. Obviously, Kentucky family, looks out for me, holds me accountable, tells me what I don't want to hear, what I need to hear, and I appreciate it.
ISO! Red and yellow.
Fans at the Garden has been amazing. I still get butterflies and goosebumps every time, you know, they chant defense and things like that. So can't wait for everybody else to get back.
Cross court for Quickley. Immanuel Quickley nails a 3 to tie the game at 84.
Favorite individual moments, swim move after I hit the 3, scoring 31 against Portland, that was a cool moment. Really, just being a Knick has been cool for me, so it's been great.
Gotta grind, gotta work.
You might think we take an opportunity to reflect, to look back on an incredible year. First of its kind in nearly a decade, to talk about how we improved and proved everyone wrong, about the steps we took and those who stepped up, how we rose to the challenge, cheered on 9, awoke a sleeping giant whose roar could be heard around the world. But you don't need to hear that. You were there, with us, helping us bring this city back. We know there are no moral victories in New York, just opportunities to put in more work. Besides, why would we look back when our journey is just getting started?